They have let us back onto the ESPN podcast set for a second straight day. Welcome into
back,
NFL
baby.
Afters. Bang, bang, what's the hang? Brought to you by...
You've been after it, son. Bang, bang, what's the hang?
Our friends at...
PointsBet.
Yes, indeed. I am Laurie Horesh. This is...
Jimmy.
That's right. One name, one man, but what an impression he's made on Radio Row. We're here, second straight day. It's Super Bowl Wednesday here. We know it's Thursday back home. The temperature's picked up around here. All of a sudden, what took you 3 minutes to walk across Radio Row now takes you 23 minutes. There's scrums everywhere. Michael Irvin's walking over there. There's a pack over there. Justin Jefferson's going over here. There's a scrum. There's malls. What else we got? Those pods that the Springboks used to operate. No, they were a little too small.
So you say spring rolls? Sorry, I'm a bit hungry.
You did have a good spring roll the other day too in the media row. So
Yeah, I tell you.
yes.
Look, we are a little slim dusty this morning.
No,
we're not. We're professionals.
No,
No, it could have been Lawrence.
No. Sharp as tack.
Oh, how you? I'm sharp as something blunt. No, one thing I realised as well is, today's been completely different to yesterday. It's so busy. As you said, it's hard to get from one side to the other. But I bumped into a few people. You know those things that you realise where you do them at home, like in Australia, but then you realise it's very different over here?
Yeah.
When we bump into people, I'd say more often than not, we say sorry, even if it's not our fault.
Yes.
So someone bumps into you, you go, oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
I think it's just another thing we do. I've done, people have bumped into me and I've gone, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm fine, but then they get aggressive. They're like, oh, sorry, I'm working over here, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you angry? Like, you bumped into me and I said sorry.
There's another element we're seeing that is on a similar tone. The table etiquette here would not fly in an Australian pub.
Our tables have been stolen, the chairs.
Chairs? Are you a chair?
We came back, our chairs are gone.
Then 3. Then 2. It's like the opposite of that LeBron, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade thing. Not 1, not 2. We're going backwards.
Not
going
7,
down.
not 6.
People just,
I thought it was a game of musical chairs that we weren't invited to. You know they take one away every time?
Yeah, that's it. I was not great at that game. The music took me. I got swept up in the beat. But yeah, that standard etiquette in a packed out Australian pub, bar, restaurant, whatever. There's nowhere to sit. You're looking with your mates. Oh, look, there's a table of 6. There's only 3 people there. It's standing. Maybe could we hop on the end of that? And you ask politely, would you mind if we just put our drinks down here or just... None of that. Just people sauntering up, plonking down. Serial plonkers.
So there's
It's different.
The morning shift boys are behind us.
Yes,
They're
they are.
Here. Good
Good
lads.
fellas.
Shout out to the boys. And there was a guy on their table who just didn't it wasn't his table. He sat up to do interviews. And then brought over another guy to interview. And they're like, "You're on a table," and he's like, "What? I've got a couple of interviews, and then you can have it back." It's not your place, mate.
Annexation of Wellington going on over here for our poor friends from New Zealand. What's going on?
We wouldn't do it. We're very polite.
No, we're
Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah, I never thought I'd say that about us, Jimmy, but apparently rather polite.
We are.
Sweet little folks down in our funny
we also
corner
ask,
of the world.
And then you did the thing, I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? Or how are you going?
Yeah.
We don't really care, right? We just want good. But they didn't know that here. Then I got a few people being like, oh, well, quite busy and a little tired. And I'm like, oh, God, I didn't actually care.
I know. Also, please tell me more about your 4-hour flight that really took it out of you.
A lot of people flying over from there, like New York to over here being like, oh, I just got off this 5-hour flight. I'm so tired. And I'm like, try being on the other side of the world.
I know. I mean, we're speaking to you back home, guys. We're sharing with you. I mean, they just don't understand the plight. But
the big thing that everyone's talking about.
Yes, there is something. Yes.
We have been asked about a guy from LA stopped me in the coffee line here to ask about it. You've been asked plenty.
It's been the same, mate. My tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laurie has been complimented his tan.
Someone referred to it as something perhaps Red 47 would offer up.
I got a great tan. I've been outside in the sun.
No, the Melbourne game.
The Melbourne game.
It's
Melbourne.
on Melbourne.
Melbourne. We've had to spell it out a few times for people. Malbn. The A is optional.
Yep.
Yes. No R's. Certainly no R's.
It's the amount of people that want to know who the Rams are playing.
Presume we know
because we're Australian.
They actually presume we organised it. They actually presume that we're actually starting the game with a bounce. They've taken the bounce out of the AFL, but we're bringing it to the start of the NFL game.
Mate, that didn't bounce.
No, it wasn't Australia. She was Australia.
But it's the LA guy asked me. He wanted to know the time and the day as well, the date.
Everyone's got a theory. I had 3 different teams suggested to me with varying levels of certainty in a 12-hour period that included late hours, which was not appreciated because my poor little brain was spinning.
Yeah.
But now we don't have anything firm. We don't have anything that we're ready to print or anything like that. But it feels like it's narrowing, and it feels like perhaps depending who you ask or who comes up and talks to you, that it might be a space to watch over the rest of this week. We don't know if it will drop. We don't know if the team will get released, if it'll get leaked, if it'll be official, if who knows. But it feels like it's narrowed. There's a lot of people saying things that just feel a little more tight.
Yeah, we don't want to say anything yet. No. I mean, Laurie's out there pressed in the flesh.
I'm out there.
He's trying to get to the bottom of that rabbit hole.
Shaking cages and not shaking babies. You don't do that.
No, don't.
You rattle cages. You don't shake babies.
Kiss the baby.
If it's yours.
But it feels like it's getting towards a point where it might leak. Because now we're hearing whispers about...
Because it's not just us. It's people putting pieces together between, Paris got this, Spain's here, you got Mexico City, you got all these teams that have been told that they're going overseas. No one quite knows exactly. The fact that the NFC West was so prominent in the playoffs, and the Rams are so prominent in the playoffs, and it has to be a team that they are hosting, and the easiest thing to do there is go, well, they're definitely going to host a division rival. So it's going to be the Cardinals. No.
You'll hear that coming up in our LA Rams chat.
We had a great chat with Kobie Turner, Byron Young, two absolute studs on the football field. Awesome talent.
Yeah. Probably one of my favourite interviews I've ever done.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah. You get the wrap-up sign. I don't think the boys wanted to finish up. They wanted us to hang around and maybe, break out the sweets.
Yeah, we were like, last question here, and they were like, that's a bit... But you'll hear that, but I think we made the joke about it being the Cardinals and that no one would want to... No one, and not even Cardinals players want to watch themselves play. When they go to the tape the next week, they go, can't we watch another team? But look, Laurie, he's a journalist. He'll
so they
try
say,
and get to the bottom
what
of
does it say on my pass? Better get rid of that one.
Get rid of that. You can't have that, bro. Yeah.
Thankfully, the computer was in the way
Blocking
there.
it.
Yeah. This is veteran thinking right here. Upstairs for thinking, downstairs for dancing.
Yes.
You were gonna rhyme.
Yeah, I was. Look, no. I don't know if there'll be an announcement, but I do think, there's a fun mascot over there.
Oh, hello.
And then another, I think it's the World Cup.
FIFA World Cup. It's not just football, guys. It's football.
It's football.
There's
three mascots for Canada, America, and Mexico.
Yeah, I can't name them. One appears to be some sort of reindeer.
I'll tell you who I can name. Sid, Ollie.
Yeah, sure.
And who's the other one?
Is it? Okay, we've got a bald-headed eagle. We've got a...
Go
what
birds.
is that? Is that a cheetah?
I think it's some sort of leopard.
And then
for
it
Mexico,
looks like some sort of reindeer or antlered, and a moose, perhaps.
Yeah, probably a moose.
Feels like
Canada.
Yeah,
it's a moose.
Moose heads.
It's a moose.
Yeah, that's a bar.
It's in Canberra.
Yeah, I think some things have happened down at Moosehead. So probably don't belong on a Disney program. But look, lots of people have theories, lots of people have thoughts, but it does feel like the number of people that have come up to me and, winked their eyebrows at me and said, hey, tomorrow could be a big day. Hey, tomorrow could be a big day. Now, who knows if any of that comes to fruition, but we're just telling you, if it was quiet, that's what we share. It has been very far from it.
No, there's a lot of noise, and at the end of the day, something's going to leak. Like the Melbourne game originally leaked.
It did.
It did. Someone, said something. No, it wasn't you. Someone said something back home, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't often take my quotational life advice from Shaggy, but it wasn't me.
It was a great song, but no singing.
No.
Because all these, not all these, because it can't be any team in the NFL. There's a certain list, but those fan bases and the people the beat writers and reporters and stuff, they want to know because they want to know if they can go to Melbourne.
Yes.
Because people want to come to Australia. They love our country.
Yeah. They want to know if they can go to Melbourne because they want to know if they can duck up to Sydney.
To a better city. Hey, look, visit Melbourne. We're going to go down and have a great time.
Yes.
But visit Sydney.
It's
our home. Visit Laurie in Newcastle.
Lots of Melbourne golf chat. Lots of Americans be like, break down the sandbelt for us.
Yeah, what course is this? I don't know about you, Mike, but I like going hitting golf balls in the park. I don't like to play these fancy courses. I saw a guy the other day in Centennial Park in Sydney. I was taking dog Goose for a walk.
Yeah.
And there was literally a guy hitting balls.
Not practice balls. Not the little ones, balls. The plastic with the air holes.
No,
that.
Full golf balls.
Just ripping Titleist Pro Vs into nearby families.
I'm guessing he was hitting like a 60 degree. And this thing is like just up fizzing. I'm like, look, it was the middle of the day. But I'm like, I don't think it's a place to hit golf balls.
But that's from golf balls to footballs.
If we can get you something, because my thing is I don't want it to go to someone else, like someone just silly leaks it, and then we're like, well, we were sitting on it, we knew it. So look, we'll try and cross some I's and dot some T's.
We're out here working for you. We're hustlers, baby. We we can't play that song. That's not right. No. I've never been the biggest Rick Ross guy. It's never really spoken to me.
No. I think Rick's better on someone else's track. He's a good feature.
And that's from music expert James Basil Smith. But
Somebody alive.
look, great chat with the Rams guys. That's coming up. Unfortunately, a certain football team
The Detroit Lions.
may be on the NFL Afters no list. They may be on the poo-poo list.
We were supposed to have a couple of interviews for you, and I think yesterday in the pod we actually said we don't want to promise anything because the rug could be pulled out from underneath us, and it was. We were supposed to have Amon-Ra St. Brown.
It was a lion fur rug.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Sil as well.
And Big Panay.
Panay Sil.
I mean, Amon-Ra, fresh off getting announced for the All-Star Celebrity Game, which you can find on ESPN on Disney+.
We did prep some interview questions and stuff with them, but yeah, they literally walked past us.
Yeah.
The interview was running late, or they had to go to the bathroom.
No, they went to the
something
bathroom.
and-
Apparently,
bathroom.
they closed out. I don't know if it was a Lamar Jackson scenario. Also on, I believe that was Monday Night Football on ESPN on Disney+. But apparently late in their time, there was a toilet scenario. Justin Jefferson has literally walked onto the ESPN radio set. He is just over there.
5 meters away
He's
from us.
absolutely going. Now there's a guy who looks happy to be here.
Love it to be here, having a good
We're
chat.
bringing it to you live, guys. What can we say? There's star power around. I think he looks like he's doing perhaps a Sports Centre cross.
Yep.
And what a presence.
As all the team comes in, and we can still continue to roll.
The fit's fantastic. The team, it's all building. It's all buzzing around us. But look,
people just walking around all the time.
So two NFC North Stars don't join us, but hey, we're in the vicinity of an even bigger NFC North Star in Jettis.
Tell them about our 9 award.
Yes, look, we're a pro Sam Darnold podcast. I can't say that we're necessarily a pro JJ McCarthy show.
Yeah.
But yes, look, that's how Radio Row rolls. Sometimes we've got tons of awesome guests this week. Tomorrow is going to be a big day.
Yeah.
Big day, big celebrities, big name NFL stars.
Keep an eye on the
NFL
socials, ESPN Oz, mine, Loz, because, we don't want to promise anything again in case the rug gets pulled, but we do have a long list of people tomorrow. So it should be a big pod.
Absolutely. Some that Jimmy might be particularly excited about. One more thing, I think, before we get to the Rams, guys. It was the media party last night.
Yep.
Not a bad event. Not bad.
Yeah, it was out at EA Sports. I tried to drink out the bar and eat out the food because of the amount of money I've spent on not just Madden, but also it's an FC now. It used to be called FIFA over the years. And look, I probably didn't need to buy the game. You have to buy the game every year.
I just wanted there to be Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003 or 4 on offer. Anything that had Nelly or DMX as the intro on a golf game really spoke to high school.
Yeah, it was like, go for it. Quick little pin. But it was good fun last night. But again, it's just crazy. Like, that's probably my thing I would say to people back home is the Super Bowl, like when you compare it to what we have in terms of like an NRL grand final or an AFL grand final, it's just so much bigger. There are so many things on. We're traveling like half an hour all over the place. Like, this is massive. Not that I want to be traveling that much.
No, but anything in particular that you did learn from, the media en masse all in one space? Because I got one nugget that I did take away from last night.
Yeah, a few nuggets and pizzas. And
no nuggets on offer, a couple of slices of pizza. But I somehow underestimated how much journos love a free feed, because the circuiting that was going on there, a free feed and a photo media wall where they can take glossy snaps.
I know, look, I partaked. I think there might be one still in the story. With some friends of ours from here, ESPN in America. But Laurie did not partake. He doesn't want to be caught posing on a wall.
Mike, I don't
I don't like photos. I like paintings. I like to sit there when someone paints me.
I like a nice podcast about 17th century history playing while I pose for an oil canvas.
A real artistic nude.
Well, that was always
like Titanic.
Paint me like one of your wide receivers, Jack. All right, with that, we're going to go from wide receivers to pass rushers. It's time to have a little chat with Byron Young, Kobie Turner, star defensive lineman for the LA Rams, who, as we all know, is bound for our shores in 7 months' time. Yeah, there you go.
It's not long now.
Thank you very much for a bit of time today. We're here. We got Bounty. We're talking wingmen. First thing off the top, who would be the best wingman on the LA Rams out of your teammates? Who would you trust most to be the best wingman on the roster?
Oh, for me, it would be Kobie Turner. Oh. Because, I'm not saying because he's here, but...
Hey, he's not here.
When we trained together when we was coming up, to get for the draft prep, and then when we got drafted together, we was roommates for a brief moment. So it's like, he definitely on a. And then we having some good conversations.
Yeah.
I feel like, he gave me good information, advice, and stuff like that. He's somebody I look up to. He's a leader. Like I say, he's my wingman, and as my partner with Bounty off the field, Bounty my wingman. So
The pressure's on now. Who are you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I was definitely going to say BY as well.
You're already saying that now because he said
Not
it.
scripted, not scripted. No, there's a ton of great guys, but when you need somebody who's dependable, who just puts their head down, does whatever is required, does the work necessary on the field, off the field, whether that be being a friend, being a guy that you can come in and talk to, or whether that be a guy that you can come in and know that he's going to put in the work to prepare for Sundays as well. Just like Bounty's my wingman off the field, he's my wingman on it and off as well.
Well, maybe I want to get your thoughts on some other players. So I'm going to show you some of your teammates, and I just want you to think this. If you didn't know this man, you see this man on the street. I've got a few here. What do they do for a living? All right, does that make sense?
Outside of football.
Outside of football. Can't say football, guys. You see this guy. I'm going to show you a guy. You see this man walking down the street. What does he do for a living?
He is in Silicon Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. 1,000%.
Tech.
he.
Oh, God.
I think you know what I want to say.
Say it.
Nah,
Don't film it.
Nah,
Don't film it.
I think. Are y'all not filming it? No, Jay. I think he probably. I'd say. Probably work with Prudence or something like that. Look really smart, or something like a nerd or something.
Yeah, nerdless. Yeah. All right. You see, walking down the street again. You see this man. What does he do for a living?
Oh.
Nothing.
With that on like that?
Yeah, like that. You see that guy walking down the street.
You know,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
probably just got out of prison. Because I don't know if that looked like that's caved in his arm, like from this part, but I probably just came out of prison from doing a bit, and that's probably
Could be a drug dealer.
the worst of the worst.
Yeah, I seen this guy walking in LA somewhere.
That's a different type of franchise, man.
Yeah. Okay, you're walking down the street. You see this man. What's he do for a living?
He's a bodyguard.
Bodybuilder. He looked like he's
just
right.
looks
He just looked. Definitely a security guard. Bodyguard.
Security guard? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to need to see some ID.
Nah, in fact, I look like I'm gonna break up.
No, it's hilarious. They use funny pictures for them too, and then it's a regular picture.
I jumped in funny picture for each one, and that's what came up.
He's gonna hate that.
Very good.
Nah,
Yeah, there's nothing else. I want to do some quiz as well. Obviously, you guys are coming down to Australia. So I've got some questions here. Just true or false, if these are laws. So these are laws in Australia.
Yeah, we want you to be nice and customized to the country, just feeling safe.
Okay.
You know how we go, you know what goes down.
So true or false, you can work together as a team. In Victoria, so for Melbourne, Victoria, is it illegal to drive with a dog sitting on your lap?
No.
I'm gonna say that.
You say false?
False. False.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, I thought it wouldn't be. I know it probably
Because
any.
in here,
I
it's
think it's kind of different.
Different, yeah, okay. All right, another one. Is it illegal in Victoria to fly a kite in a public place if it annoys other people? True or false?
It's gotta be true, right? Are they tricking us? Are they doing reverse?
That's what I'm thinking they're trying to do, but they're not, right?
So would you say true or false?
I'm gonna say false.
Okay, I'll rock with you.
It's true.
It's true. Of course it is.
All
Guys,
right,
leave the puppies and the kites at home, okay? We're trying to keep
Feeling-
them safe. We're trying to keep everyone
people
safe.
is annoyed. They just could literally they gotta
They
stop doing
can
it.
call the police and be like, you can't fly that kite anymore.
And then
It's
the
annoying
police
me."
will come and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Wild. In Victoria, is it illegal to wear hot pink pants after midday on a Sunday?
that sounds too specific.
Yeah, it's definitely false, right?
No, it's gotta be false. I feel like it's
They
true.
trying to make it Pacific, but
Right,
and the
okay.
thing is, it's false.
False.
It is false, correct. But
Okay,
but
Okay, like-
it was true. That was a law.
How? Like what?
Man,
Man, you weren't there for the
this.
summer in the 70s. Those hot pink pants were out of control.
Yeah.
Problem. All right, last question before we let you get on out of here. You're coming down to Australia. The Rams are the hosts. There's all the mystery about who you're playing. Do you guys know? We're trying to know. We're trying to figure out. Who do you want to play? Who do you want?
We're blank. No, I'm just kidding.
What is that?
You're playing the Cardinals? Oh! Man, man, I thought it was going to be a good game.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying anything.
No, if you could pick a team, if you didn't have to, it doesn't have to be like, it could be out of your conference, it could be anyone. If you had to pick a team to play.
Could be the Monstars.
Let's see how the Seahawks.
You want to play Seahawks?
Yeah.
Revenge on the
Yeah.
That's the team I want to play.
You want to play?
That's the team.
Hey, we'd be
It would
happy.
be cool to play them at the MCG for sure.
Yeah.
Rematch
MCG
the
will be
NFC.
rocking.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
We'd all love to see that. We're looking forward to seeing you guys down there, whoever you play. Thanks a lot for the time today. Thanks to Bounty for having us on. And
Appreciate y'all.
guys, we'll see you in 6-7 months down in our side
We'll
of the
see
world.
y'all down there.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
yeah.
I can't wait to see the kangaroos. I want to see some kangaroos, man. The big spiders.
Look, that was so much fun. Like, that was a great interview. Guys were great, lots of energy.
They're
Again,
pumped.
they were pumped. Unlucky if you're a couple of those Detroit Lions boys, because you would have had a fun interview too.
Absolutely.
But
And
now you
unlucky if you're a pair of pink hot pants, as we learned.
Yes.
Look,
So that was an actual law back in the day, but then they
all we can
wheeled it
do is
back.
be great hosts.
We can.
That's what we want to be as an new NFL host country, Melbourne being the city, a host nation. We can be great hosts, and what better by just providing them the lay of the land and the law of the land?
Lords, yeah.
What else can we do?
And if
then?
you're getting on one of those Lime bikes or Lime scooters, wear a helmet, as our English cricketers found out when they're over here.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure the Rams will get a pretty quick debrief on that. All right, from laying of the law to the law of NFL afters, and no one spells it better than our friends, our fans, our family, our listeners.
Yeah.
With the Macca's Hot Mic, back for a Super Bowl edition.
Now, we got a couple.
Yes.
Again, if you do want to send them in, make sure you still send them in. To me personally, to Loz. Loz knows ball.
He certainly does.
Jimmy Smithy, ESPN Oz. First one we got is from big fan of the show, Michael from Brisbane. He's a regular tuner-innerer. Here it is.
Happy Super Bowl week, fellas. Have the heads of the NFL leaked the Super Bowl script yet?
Has the script been leaked? No, but we haven't talked heaps of football. So,
But I had this conversation with perhaps someone that works in the NFL. Even they are flabbergasted by that graphic that got shared at the start of the season, which had everybody marching towards like
I
the
know.
Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and the two quarterbacks at the front,
Right in the back.
right up there,
yeah,
May,
yeah. Drake May and Sam Darnold.
and Sam the Peacock Darnold.
Like, surely they're like when someone's putting that graphic together, they're not like you're not really thinking about it. I guess you're putting like the bigger names at the front, and then like it's just a
We've
weird
seen
thing
some
to
palm
be
readers
both,
and
like,
psychics around here. Did they consult?
yeah.
But has the script been like, if the script was it, let's take this and run with it a bit. If there was a script for this Super Bowl, as crazy as that might be, how do you think it would? What would be the bizarre, beautiful, rich tapestry that you would weave if given the pen?
Malcolm Butler runs onto the field. Perhaps a catch. I don't know. The thing that interests me about it is that
Kenneth Walker looks extra burly
yeah.
under there, coming out in the number 9 at the goal line. I don't remember him having those dreads. Is that Marshawn Lynch?
yeah, I reckon each team should get a throwback player.
Yep.
You can have an old player that you can put out there. No, look, I think the funny thing about the script being leaking is I feel like, and you'd probably be better on this because you've covered the game. I haven't covered the game. I've watched it as a fan.
Yep.
But I feel like this Super Bowl, it's very much everyone's kind of on the same page. I think everyone kind of expects the Seahawks to win.
Yeah.
Their defense to play great. They haven't loved what they've seen of the Patriots. It could be, I said like 14 plus, it could be a double score, but I've seen people all kind of similarly say Seahawks win, Sam will have a great sort of game, great defense. Like that seems to be just a general consensus. The league.
Yes.
Is there a world in, we can talk football now for a little bit, in where the Patriots win, and how do you think that happens?
I think it's uncharacteristic sloppiness from the Seahawks. I think the things that go wrong, fumbled handoff to a running back, a tip ball interception.
Yeah.
Their special teams has been so good, but what if all of a sudden a punt return? I mean, Rashid Shaheed's been fantastic. What if a kickoff return, something funky happens off that, and then that just rattles the team? Because remember that whilst we've heard that Sam Darnold's been really valuable, you can imagine what Cooper Kupp has been able to provide in terms of his Super Bowl experience. Sam Darnold hasn't played in the game and started the game, but he's obviously been here during the week. We've talked about that enough. Michael Dixon asked him this morning on a quick call, have those guys provided anything top down? And he went and said, look, Mike McDonald has done such a good job keeping us level. So we wouldn't expect that, but they are a new team at this level, and at this stage of the season, could something like that just cause a shake? And then think about what's on the other side, because here's the thing, you look top down, same way you and I are, when you look at on paper and just the strengths of these teams, it does feel like it's slanted towards the Seahawks. We think there's a double-digit win in here, but the Patriots of old Belichick
Yeah.
and Mike Vrabel for who he is and the mentality he brings to the team. Underdog, no one believes in us.
He did say he'd chop off half his penis for a win.
He did say that, so desperation is on the line, but the idea, whenever you let your foot off the throat of the Patriots in the Brady era and the Belichick era, and quite frankly, when Vrabel was playing on those teams, without a shadow of a doubt, they made it absolutely pay. And that's the mentality. They get a sniff of weakness, a sniff of nerves, a sniff of just a lack of cohesion and balance and chemistry from the Seahawks, and Vrabel will have them hounding after it, bloodthirstily, to take advantage. So that's how I think it is. I think, because you can look at the names on paper and the numbers and the metrics and the tape and all that, and it adds up in a certain way. But there's a mentality side of this too. There's an energy side of this. Like defense, things like that are an energy effort.
Yeah.
Yes, there's scheme. Yes, there's design. Yes, there's talent. But when you see the best defense of your team, Eagles, Cow, whatever, when you're watching them out there, you notice that they absolutely fly to things. Everybody's fly. There's no half steps. People aren't loafing to the ball. It's contagious. He's racing. I'm racing. I want to get there first. I want to lay that guy down. That stuff catches on. And if Vrabel can get that going early, that's how this game turns on its head. And now you've got a bat out of hell, aggressive defense coming after a quarterback and an offense that is playing somewhere they haven't had to in a little bit now, Rams games perhaps aside, having to play behind, unbalanced, put it all on Sam Darnold's shoulders, and chase a game where they're not coming in feeling strong, feeling like they can dictate terms. That's how I'd say that's flipping.
Look, I mean, and Patriots, they usually start pretty well. They come out hot. And again, maybe that does rattle a few cages if, they do come out and they lead after the first, half, I don't know, but like first quarter maybe. But I still, I don't know. Then I was looking back at some of the scores and they haven't scored a lot of points in these playoffs. The most they scored against was against the Texans, which is kind of funny because we both said that we thought that could be a little bogey game for them.
And they play good
defense.
And they play good defenses.
Yeah.
And they play good defenses.
But again, if they come out hot, I still don't know if they have enough points because I do think Seattle have a bunch of points.
We're talking about writing scripts. What makes it so hard to write this script for the Patriots is the offense hasn't been great. And credit to them, they play good defenses. Yeah. Now, the defense has been improved. The quarterbacks, the offenses that they've gone against, not exactly. Going to use this for the second time in a couple of weeks. Muy impressivo.
More impressivo.
I really hope John Sutcliffe heard that. I'd love to get Mr. Monday Night's thoughts on my pronunciation there, and if it gets above a passing grade. Yeah. Monday Nights, that's how we deliver in Gundy.
Monday night.
Oh, but it's a fair question. Now, I have two here. The first one is from Seahawks Sam. Now, if you guys don't know who Seahawks Sam is, he's a young Seahawks fan from Australia. He did a fantastic
job. Got
himself over there. He's done some really passionate Seahawks content creation. He was at the Seahawks event. A lovely fella. He got himself over to the NFC Championship game. He's actually going to be their International Fan of the Year and get to announce a draft pick at the upcoming NFL draft in a couple months' time. And look, I just asked him, I'm like, big fella, you've been over here. I'm sure a little bit sad that he's not out here for the big game. But mate, send us through a little hot mic entry from someone that's just had a hell of a little run lately, deservedly so, and it's really great to see content creation in the NFL space, and I was picking up like that. So here we go, Seahawks Sam. What do you got for us, great man?
What's good, everyone? It's Seahawks Sam here, and here's my prediction for Super Bowl 60, our chance to get revenge against New England from 11 years ago. My primary concern is Milton Williams. He's healthy, he's going to be back, and I think the Patriots are very good at stopping the run. I'm a bit concerned about Kenneth Walker's production in this one, and I think they're heavily going to focus on JSN, boxing him in. So my hot take for the game is a lot of Rashid Shaheed. I think Rashid scores. I think he has a big game. He might be the Super Bowl hero. But ultimately, I think we do get the win. I think Drake May's been sacked way too many times over the course of his playoff journey this season. And going up against our pass rush, our front four that barely even blitz, I think we come out on top.
Right, no surprises that he's got the Seahawks' ferocious defense leading to a victory and the unique and not always my favourite colours of Seattle. I prefer the throwbacks they're not wearing. They've gone against my thoughts there.
They both should have went throwbacks. You had the blue and the green and the old red, the red, bright red ones.
The two big football things there. When we're talking about what we're getting from the rushing attack against Milton Williams, just so people know, over the course of the season, stuff percentage, that's how often you stuff a run, shutting that down for little to no gain, negative plays. The New England Patriots through the entirety of the season, ranked middle of the pack, literally 17th. It's pretty close to about as middle as you can. Actually, I believe technically with 32 teams, the two middles would be 16th and 17th.
17th.
There you go.
16th, 17th.
I've got a phone here, and it's feeling pretty good to throw at someone right now.
It's been a big day.
The last month since Milton Williams' return. Now, obviously a smaller sample size. Some teams have played 4 games, some teams have played 1, etc., etc. But their percentage, they ranked third, but their percentage went from, I think, a 23% stuff percentage up to nearly 40, I think 38.8%, almost doubling how often they're creating those stops in the running game. So I think it's a big factor. They've got to come up with it's an improved offensive line, got to come up with a good solution to neutralize Big Milton Williams up front. Now, Rashid, the absolute showstopper. Shahid, there goes Justin Jefferson looking absolutely sensational.
Cool, man.
He's
a cool dude.
You know, the kids have those words that I don't actually get to use. Aura and
Aura,
such.
yeah.
But if
He's aura farming.
I mean, he doesn't need to.
Well, I mean, but also I'm like, we're trying to do our show, and he's just standing there.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's trying to talk about Rashid Shahid. But he's all smiles. A magnetic personality. But
except he went to LSU, so you know.
No.
Maybe I should go. I'll go say something.
No. I should yell out that we've got a Roll Tide fan here.
Yeah.
And that he needs to come over and sort you out. But there goes Justin Jefferson. But for Rashid Shahid, who's been absolutely electric, one of the great trades of the season, coming over.
One of the greatest mid-season trades up there.
I like the tape because a lot of people talking about playoff Coop, who's had a nice little month of football, a little resurgent, bit of production, some key downs and distances, some red zone production. Okay, that's one thing. JSN, does he get followed by Christian Gonzalez? Is that where the attention goes when Seattle has the ball in hand and is slinging it through the air? So do you get a Rashid Shahid up against some of these next members of the New England Patriots backfield, whether that's a Carlton Davis, whether that's a Marcus Jones? Can he get a step? Can he get some separation? Can he get moving? And do we see him, create some of those splash plays and be that kind of? We've seen it. It was Jermaine Kearse back in the day with the Seahawks when they went down to the Patriots, had the miracle catches. Could it be that secondary ancillary weapon that steps up to take a very, very major central role? I love the take. I love what we got from the Seahawks.
It's a great take. I mean, a little bit later, we're doing our picks, but I'm, I don't want to give spoilers, but I might be taking the overs on Kenneth Walker. But I don't know how. Yeah,
you've got time to pivot.
I might pivot, but I will say
warning.
I might throw a flag out. No,
challenge your own
challenge my own play. Can I do that?
You can. There's been players. You got to think. There's been times where guys have thrown a ball. It's been ruled a completion and a fumble, and they go back and say no. We definitely didn't catch it. It was incomplete. Try get us. We didn't want to complete that pass.
I did do that a few times in my life.
I do have one more.
Though,
yeah, go.
I think JSN's going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Unstoppable force.
I just think, even with, Gonzalez, I love, and I'd love to have him over, with my hypothetical trade of him and AJ.
But AJ Brown's over there, and he heard you say that. He's walking over. He's not happy, Jimmy.
He's not happy. We're all his wide receivers. I know what you're saying about, if other players get locks and, if Gonzalez there, but I don't think it matters. I just think the way he's playing and what we've seen, I don't think there's anyone playing at that level right now.
He's nightmarish.
And he's nightmarish. And he can make every cut, every which way catch. Doesn't matter. Every cut, everything. I don't think it matters that, Gonzalez, whoever's on him. I just see him having a huge game. I might change my thing on Kenneth Walker, but JSN, I don't think it matters. I think he goes big.
All right, last one. I have no idea what this says. This comes in from Gardy from Sydney.
Yep.
I have no clue.
I haven't pre-listened.
I can see that
we can edit it out afterwards.
We will see. This is going in red hot from Radio Row. Here we go.
Yeah.
32 seconds of God knows what.
First time caller, long time listener. Tipping a New England Patriots upset simply because it'll be better when the reloaded New York Football Giants with their new head coach fly through the NFC East next year all the way to the Super Bowl. And we're going to have New England and the New York Giants in a rematch. And we all know how that one goes. You heard me.
Sorry, his take is the Patriots are going to win
because destiny is calling the New York Giants to return to glory and a historic rematch. Even though the Giants probably don't need any rematches against the Patriots in the Super Bowl because all they do is dog walk them. Break their hearts.
Yeah.
But that is I mean, you know what that is? You know what that is?
What?
That's there's a famous song. It's a banger. I believe we've listened to it in pre-production.
Wednesdays?
White Boy Wednesdays pre-production moments. That is a little of the New York Giants maybe playing My Delirium by Lady Hawk a little too out, but they're feeling themselves. They got Harbaugh in the building.
Yeah.
They're assembling a staff. They're believing in Jackson Dart. They're believing in the return to Cam Scatterbo.
Look, I don't want to say too much because again, I don't like the rugby pull out, but
no.
I will say there may be some.
We don't want any rug burn.
There have been some mentions of maybe some Giants players that Laurie may have just mentioned later in the week. So we can play him that take.
Want my take?
No.
My take about
My
Cam
take
Scatterbo?
is you guys suck.
Mate, we will play it all. Let's put it out there on the line. But it's
You're forgetting about the other teams in the NFC East. Like, where is this? I mean, I hate the Giants fans.
Who do you hate most?
Philadelphia was the first.
Who do you hate most as a Eagles fan out of the NFC East?
Probably the Giants fans. Because of like in my time in following the Eagles and watching it in our lifetime, I'll be honest, I was too kind of young when you were Cowboys. Like the early '90s to me is like nothing.
I wasn't following.
Yeah, I wasn't following.
I didn't get blessed with that. I'm not a bandwagon fan. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Laurie shows me like, oh, they've just won all these things and they're not going to win for a long time.
Oh, and the league has vastly changed its structure and organizational financial flow by bringing in a salary cap that they're not adept to conduct themselves in at all. I'm in.
Jerry's going to make some great decisions. No, I think the Giants, because like the fans and like when I was living here and go to New York were very like insufferable and they were like, hating us. Obviously Eagle fans, the little brother that's down the road.
Yes, small city, second city.
So yeah, I think it's been Giants fans and then how uppity they were and Eli's beating the Patriots.
Yeah.
Who do you hate?
Maybe originally it was more of a dislike for the Giants, but the Cowboys have pieced them up for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
Dak's record against them is superb, all that kind of stuff.
It's probably the Eagles.
It's not Washington. I'd say it's the Eagles. I'd say it's the Eagles because the Eagles are the noisiest.
Oh, yeah.
The Cowboys are noisy about themselves, but out of all the opponents in the division, the Eagles are the noisiest. And they're nasty, they're gritty, they're grindy, and that was. Now I am a professional.
Our old stadium had a jail in it.
I'm a professional with a modicum of objectivity, and I could say it, the Super Bowl victory for the Eagles yesterday, when you think about the Australian presence in the team and it was Jordan or Matt Lee or whoever on that team, and there was definitely a feeling of happiness for those guys and like genuinely like to see the satisfaction, to see the achievement, like that did exist. Now we are getting as time ticks down, we are getting close to the end of the show. Before we get on out of here, we do have a We've Got History. As you guys may or may not know, I am trailing by one. Today is running backs day.
Yeah.
Yes, and Jimmy has been umming and narring and toing and froing back and forth.
I've changed. I mean, Seahawks Sam, you've convinced me.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go unders. I went unders on Drake yesterday.
Yes.
I'm gonna go unders again. I'm gonna go Kenneth Walker goes under. What do we got? 80.
Look, so 80. The numbers for Kenneth Walker is that he's hit 80 plus rushing yards in 3 of his last 5. He's also done some good work in the backfield, grabbing 20 or more receiving yards in 4 of his last 5, having 3 or more catches in 4 of his last 5. So that's the trend lately. But you think, after listening to the arguments and consuming the tape, consuming all sorts of analytics and numbers, that you feel like Kenneth Walker could be a bit of a shutdown day?
I don't know what the number. We'll do wide receivers. I don't know what JSN's is, but I think Sam's going to sling that thing. I think I think the rock will be thrown. Kenneth Walker
pass to set up the run.
Yeah. I'm going to go under. What do you give me? 80? Is it 80?
80.
80, I'm
is
going
the number.
under.
You're going
80
under.
yards.
Okay, I've got Ramondre Stevenson, clear number 1 back in the Patriots offense. Travion Anderson not trusted with as much of the workload in these playoffs. He's getting 17 carries a game compared to just shade over 9 during the regular season. Henderson's has dropped down to about 8 carries. Ramondre's last 7 games produced 50 more rushing yards, averaging 67.5. New England, look, they want to control the game. They want to control the tempo, dictate terms. They want to set up some balance and not let that nasty Seahawks defense tee off on Drake May behind a suspect offensive line. That's all well and good. I've got him going under 50 yards.
Okay.
I do. I've got I think the matchup's
With the
too
underboys.
strong. The underboys, that's it. Underboys, wear underpants.
Yeah, underboys who
I'm not
don't
sure
wear
that's a
underpants.
slogan.
What?
I'm not sure that our friends at Statmate, great supporters of We've Got History, be totally
It's
happy
an
with that
over-under
slogan.
of 2 pairs of underwears right now. Do we both have undies on?
Yes, we do. We
Yeah.
do. We do. I made sure
Do
of
we?
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent you
I
a text.
overpack. I always overpack undies.
You have to.
Have to.
You have to. You can't get caught
No.
risking that. That's not any type of risky
I'm
business
not
I
an
want to part
inside out,
of.
back to front guy.
No.
I'm disgusting.
Or washing in the hotel
washing
room.
in the hotel. No.
If I sense there could be, like, I could have done the math wrong here or something, well ahead of time, 5 days ahead of time where I might be up, I'm sending the other ones down to, or I'm checking the laundromat.
I've done dry
something.
cleaning, just undies before.
Just-
They're like, you don't want to do a shirt or a pant? I'm like,
it's got to happen. But on that, yes, I've got that Seahawks defense, nasty up front, powerful up front. I think an offensive line that they can overwhelm and shut down the run game. And also, I think when you think about how I see this game going with the Seahawks, I think it's going to be on Drake May to keep pace. Because I do think the Seahawks put up some points. I'm not saying they're going to put up a 40 burger, but I think they're able to move the ball, put up points, perhaps control some time of possession, push the pressure back on New England to keep pace. So more passing attack, less rushing attack. So give me under on the resurgent Ramondre Stevenson. And
I like it.
We've got history for day 2 here at Radio Row. We are literally up against the time, so we got to go. So do we have a Jimmy's Blitz entry?
yeah. No, I got a joke for you before I get out here.
Oh, yes.
I was like, why do football players never wear glasses?
Oh, I hope this is more savoury than yesterday's Jimmy's joke.
Because it's a contact sport.
Oh, you know, the only thing I'm happy about is that the great Justin Jefferson isn't within earshot to have picked that up.
He would have been like, Jesus, Jimmy guy's funny.
No,
Funny guy.
he would have gone, that's the type of humour you learn at Alabama University.
And Gunter Windy. Like I said, there's a lot of similarities in my life.
All right, that's going to be it for us. We're going to jump off set before they bring out the hook and get us on out of here from the ESPN podcast Airstream. Almost said Jetstream. It's an Airstream trailer set. Look, we had a lot of fun today. We've got a lot more fun coming tomorrow. And maybe some drama, some Johnny drama perhaps tomorrow. Not sure that one is on ESPN or Disney+.
No.
But there's fantastic content out there that you can find for myself, Laurie Horesh, and the man they call
Jimmy.
It's actually James Basil Smith. This has been NFL Afters, brought to you by PointsBet. We will see you same time, same channel tomorrow on the ESPN Australia YouTube page where you get your podcasts. Same old football craziness coming right at you. We will see you
Tomorrow. Dallas sucks, go Birds.